Good evening. It's a real honor to be here tonight. I can't express how grateful I am. So, I know a lot of people who take a shot of whiskey when they need courage. You know the times I'm talking about, like when you're a kid from the suburbs who's been called up on stage to talk to a room full of really smart people after those speeches. So yeah, those times it'd be nice to take a shot of whiskey, but I actually can't do that because I'm too young to drink. So instead, I just read Atlas Shrugged. See, here's the deal. I grew up middle class. My parents didn't have much money, but they did teach me one valuable lesson. In America, no matter what anyone tells you, your success will be constrained only by your talent and your ambition. I took that lesson to heart. I started community college at 13. I obtained a National Merit Scholarship to Real College, the works. I could deal with kids calling me names, but what I couldn't take was adults telling me that my accomplishments meant nothing. Because to steal a phrase from our favorite politician, I didn't build that. They said I was supposed to be grateful for my blessings, to luck, to God, to society at large. I was supposed to be humble and accept that my ability and effort had nothing to do with my accomplishments. As a young teenager, it was too much to deal with, and I was on the verge of quitting, becoming average, consigning myself to a life of mediocrity. But then I read Atlas Shrugged, and I realized I was not alone. It gave me the courage to persevere. So on I went. At 19, I got the top score in the world on Bloomberg's finance test, and I got a job as an equity research analyst for a hedge fund. My personal account was outperforming the S&P by thousands of basis points. And then, for a second time, I nearly lost my desire to go forward. Why? The sheer prevalence of economic illiteracy, best embodied by the Occupy Wall Street movement. I wondered where the bright line was. I mean, at what point did I magically go from being the kid who wrote the book on the American dream to being that evil, greedy, villainous one-percenter who should be ridiculed, looted, drawn and quartered? It just didn't make sense. Knowing I was going to be hated for the rest of my life, it was so tempting to quit, to hide in the shadows, to be average. But then I reread Atlas Shrugged, and this time I didn't stop there. I read most of Ayn Rand's nonfiction, and that's when it all made sense for the first time. We aren't the villains. We're the heroes. To be clear, I really don't consider myself to be an arrogant person. I mean, I'm fortunate to have a boss and numerous mentors who are incomparably better investors than I am. I learn a ton from them every day, and I know I still have a long way to go. But here's the thing. I know plenty of people, both younger and older than me, who have abilities I can never hope to match. Unlike those who subscribe to the collectivist altruist framework, I don't envy those people. I don't wish to subjugate their lives to my demands. I do not wish to shackle them to prevent them from competing with me. Instead, I respect them for their abilities and aim to emulate their positive qualities. Here's the really ironic part. The collectivists, those who supposedly dedicate their entire lives to helping others, they're the ones who are burning the world down. Cliff Asmus has some particularly good op-eds on this topic. But we, the capitalists, the objectivists, we're the ones who are building the world back up. And I have confidence that we can do that faster than they can tear it down. I am not yet Hank Riordan, but I intend to be. And someday, I will be. And I owe that to Atlas Shrugged, which on two separate occasions gave me the courage to persevere in a world that seeks to punish